Misha here today, and she is the extremely talented musician behind this week's video Freedom. Worked with Kat Hamilton as the visual artist, and you're one of our first cohort of artists as part of the Syntropy app. So that's really cool. And first of all, how did you find Syntropy? How did you find the call, and what made you want to apply?
Yes, so I was actually, well, I still am just kind of like freelancing at the moment. So I was trying to look for freelancing gigs. And then I went on to Google and then typed in art jobs, and it kind of came up in the art jobs list. And I was like, oh, okay, you know what? I've just recently got into producing, but let me just try. So it was one of those things where I thought, let me just submit something. I don't know if anything will come back, but it did miraculously, and I was just like, oh, okay. And then it just kind of like happily snowballed from there. So that's how I found it.
Awesome. And what was it that made you like to apply, like got you excited about Syntropy?
So the music that I make is what I would call meditative anyway. So even before I found your wonderful calling, I've been producing music since, well, I was a singer with a producer in 2017. So I was trying to find my sound then. And I realized that it was quite ethereal. And then lockdown happened, couldn't even go see my producer anymore. So then I was like, okay, well, you know what, let me just dabble in it myself. And I just found creating meditation music just, you know, when something just comes very natural to you. And then I thought, okay, cool, this is probably my style. So I was creating a few tracks before I actually found your calling. And then I was like, well, I already have some stuff in the pipeline, so let me just see if maybe this is what they're looking for. And then I think I submitted 3, and then obviously Freedom made it, and I was like, oh, okay, so the music I'm making isn't bad then.
Au
Clearly.
contraire, like it's amazing. I found this week's video just completely immersive. The ethereal quality that you have to your voice and the production is it's really beautiful.
Thank you.
And how did you find the collaboration process with Kat?
Yeah, she actually messaged me first, actually, and she was just really sweet. So we actually all kept it on email, but we were both just kind of spent, like, the first time she messaged me, we probably sent about at least 15 emails to each other, just getting to know each other, listening to each other's work. And we found out that we had the same kind of thing that we want to create with our music, and with obviously with her visuals. So it was really nice to be like, I have no idea who this person is, but we are in alignment with like our callings. And I found that to be incredible. And the process was really easy as well. I think, like, as soon as we started talking to each other, we kind of like laid out who was going to have what tasks, when we were going to get it to each other by, and then we just stuck to our deadlines. And it was just nice and easy. And she's lovely as well.
Yeah,
So
she is. That's
yeah.
awesome. And we spoke. You mentioned earlier about this transition you've been going through with Anisha to VADES, and you're kind of halfway through this, because this is a journey that I've had to take as well, to Allie Joy. And it is part of one of the kind of artist crisis, isn't it? Of identity, public facing, but it's also you. But so. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, sure. So when I started making my own music in 2017, my producer was like, okay, so are you going to be under Anisha, or are you going to have like an alias? And I was like, you know what, I don't really want to become an artist. And he was just like, really? And I was like, yeah, I don't really want to do that. He's like, no, go home and like think about it. So my last name is David Arson, which is South Indian, and I'm really intertwined with my Indian culture, and names mean a lot to me. So I wanted to kind of take certain letters from my last name and then see if I can make something. So I had Vader in there, and I really wanted to be called Vader, but then I thought, but people might call me Darth. So so I was like, so I was like, I can't do that. And then I thought, you know what, let me play around with some others. And I came up with VADES. And I thought, you know what, VADES sounds really strong. And I like the fact that it was also quite ambiguous. Like, it wasn't feminine, it wasn't masculine. And that was something that was really important to me. And also, you didn't know the heritage. So you didn't know if it was Asian, you didn't know if it was like Caucasian or Black or whatever. And I wanted just to be this ambiguous entity that just makes stuff, if that makes sense. So And also VADES is in essence like my kind of Sasha Fierce. So she is everything that I would want to be. And I think that this is the reason why I'm finding the transition difficult, because Anisha has imposter syndrome and VADES is someone who doesn't. So it is almost like for me to embody VADES, I have to get rid of everything that's holding me back. And that's the reason why it's taken a while, like even down with my social media, like it's taken me a while to kind of get it off the ground, because I don't feel I've encompassed who she is yet, if that makes sense.
100%.
Yeah, but then obviously this opportunity that I've had with you guys has made me think this imposter syndrome is just bogus, because you've created this music under this entity with your own talents. So this is who you are. I don't need to become her. I already am her. I just need to believe it. So it's kind of
Exactly.
one of these things,
Yes. Yeah, completely. Oh, it's a minefield, isn't it? It's an absolute minefield, especially when it comes to interacting on social media as VADES and as Allie Joy. It's because it is you, but an unbridled version.
Exactly. I'm so glad you understand where I'm coming from with this, because people are like, you got like bipolar, you schizophrenic or something. No, it's a real thing. I don't know.
But then when you try to describe it, the more crazy you sound. Yeah, you know what?
Exactly. Like to refer to it like the third person, you're like, oh god, I don't know what to do. Yeah.
Yes, I often have to do that. Go, if Allie Joy is talking to Alison, and then like kind of having to sort out different people like at the round table in your head of different.
Exactly. Yeah, it's good.
That's awesome. So that's amazing that Anisha has pushed VADES to kind of to do this and to kind of be a part of something worldwide.
It's amazing. Very proud. Very proud.
You should be. It's awesome. And your music is amazing.
Thank you. You know what? I think I have more of a appreciation for what people will call influencers, but no, it's not easy. Like, I think putting yourself out there in the public eye, regardless if it's in the capacity of you as your own brand or a brand in itself, it's literally all encompassing. And I feel like more praise needs to be given to like YouTubers, content creators, and influencers, because it's a business. And I didn't realize that, like, social media, if you want to have if you want to make music, whatever you want to do, it actually is a business. And I feel like that's probably where I'm finding it hard to make that transition, you know. So I definitely need to start posting more as well, but I feel like it also comes down to confidence. And like I said, I have a little bit of imposter syndrome, so it's just like, oh, I don't know if I can look good on Instagram, but at the end of the day, you just got to have confidence within yourself, you know.
For sure. And as an artist, the thing that VADES is not you know what you well it could be, I guess, but that's why art is so pure, because it's just what you create, what you're putting out there. That's what the essence is. And so as an artist, you can get away with a lot by on my personal artist page, I've got no images of myself at all. Because it's like what message you're trying to get across here, and if it's music, then let that be the communication, let that be your identity.
This is true. This is very true. Thank you, Ali. I appreciate that. Sometimes I need to get into my head, because like I said, my Instagram page is so dry right now. It needs to be like uplifted like my music is. So yeah, just need to put it out there.
Oh, you will. That's what I quite like about the process of this collaboration that we've been doing with Syntropy. We've got emerging and established artists, meaning so people that have just started kind of making music versus established people. But then the established people often don't have a social media presence, but the emerging do. So you've got a real mix of what's the word, like kind of facets of what makes a successful artist, business person, and they've all got these different strengths in different areas. So it's nice that they're coming together.
Definitely. And like I said in my little bio thing that I wrote to you guys, like, I think it's incredible that you guys have allowed people to collaborate, because personally it's not something I would have done, not because I didn't want to, but it's almost just because you don't know where to find these people, you know. Like I'm the only person out of my group or circle of friends who makes or even listens to meditation music, so I wouldn't even know where to begin with collaborating. So it's lovely that you're bridging the gap between people who have very similar interests but in a normal day-to-day would never meet. And I think that's one thing that I've really loved about this whole entire process, really. And the fact that it has like it has the potential to have a global reach as well, which is incredible. So
Yeah, that's
yeah,
it.
go guys.
Yeah, that's it. Artists from all over the world collaborate with people from all over the world. It's just that's what the internet should be for.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. Definitely.
Oh, amazing. Well, Anisha, Vades, thanks so much for your time, and please submit again because I love your music, and I'm sure many more magical collaborations will come from it.
That it'll be incredible to work with you guys again. It will be lovely. So thank you again for also for believing in me, because that it's made me believe in myself, and that was something that I really needed, and I'm so grateful. So honestly, thank you so much.
Ah, thank you. That's beautiful. I'm gonna be crying. Oh, those. Oh, that's awesome. Well, I will. I'll definitely be talking to you soon, and we're gonna. If you've got anything that you'd like to share as well, like just let me know, and we can share it across our social media and stuff this week, and I'll let you know when this video gets posted as well.
Thank you. Great. Well, I hope you have the rest of your evening. Thank you again, and yeah, I definitely look forward to talking to you very soon.
Yes, sounds good. All right,
Cool.
Anisha. Bye.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.